Hey, good afternoon, y'all. This is Nakia White and Robert Irwin. He's a previous shed champion over there. What
So
year did you win?
2019.
2019, first place stake we're looking at. So we decided to go ahead and practice. Practice makes perfect, or I'm going to be at least closer to perfect. We're practicing Hassell Cattle Wagyu strips, New York strips. We ain't scared.
Nope.
We got two of them a piece, right?
Yep.
Let's
Two a
flip
piece. We're gonna cook them up and see how they turn out.
Let's flip this camera around and see where the steaks are. All right, so here we go. We got Robert's New York strips ready to go. He's all tied up, seasoned. So what we did was we trimmed them first, tie them up, season them up.
Papa Joe's seasoning.
Who'd you use?
Papa Joe's.
Representing. Both of us are using B&B. We're both on team B&B. This is mine. Looks a little darker. Got mine pinned up. Got his stringed up. He's ready to go. We're about to drop these on the PK. Put mine on my little hasty bake over there.
PK rules. Hey, how we doing? About ready to put some of these We're Not Scared New York strips on the pit. I got two of them. I'm going to start off with my practice one to try getting my temps down. I got them all seasoned up with my steak walk from Papa Joe's. I got them sprayed with some duck fat on the turn-in side. I'm running my old grill grates on my PK somewhere between around 600-ish. And what I like to do is put it down on my 45. I got my little steak press that I put on here. I count to about 10. Just to put a little pressure to help set them lines. And then I close my pit. And then I let it run for, I set my little timer for about 1.5 minutes between flips. And then we'll flip it over and see what it looks like. And then set my timer.
All right, hey y'all, this is Nakia White. One little trick I found out, I've been having too many bottles of duck fat bust on me instead of throwing them away. I'm a cheap SOB. I went ahead and cut the bottom off of the duck fat can and poured it in my famous I Love This Evo bottle. It's yellow, but I promise what's in there is duck fat. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit mine with my duck fat. And I'm gonna do the same thing that Robert just mentioned to y'all. I'm gonna take my steak. I call mine 45 degrees as well. One specific thing I will mention is I try to go from grill grate to grill grate. And I do the same thing where I just leave mine pressed on there for a short bit. All right, we'll be back in a minute. We'll show you when that's done. All right, so this is the finished steak. I've been letting it sit on a little while for a couple minutes. I'm at my desired temp. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my steak, and I'm gonna let it rest in a foil pack for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be ready to serve it up. So I'm gonna shut this down. All right, so we're back. We finished cooking these New York strips. This is Doug Hassell with Hassell Cattle Wagyu New York strips. This is what we're cooking at the shed on, what's the date, Robert? April 10th and 11th, something like that?
April 10th.
So I actually have these steaks facing towards you in the box, so I'm going to go ahead. I do not know how this is going to come out. So about 50%, you agree?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to cut this on a bias. Never did get to look at it, so I'm going to have to say my opinion. This is why we practice. I'm going to have to say that's a little overdone. So we're going to eat it. We're going to try it. We're going to judge it for flavor, and we'll let you know what we think. So B&B, thank you. Doug Hassell, we really appreciate it. Gunther Wilhelm Knives, thank you so much for all your support, and we'll get back with you in a few minutes. Thank you.
Hey, this is Robert back again with our Don't Be Scared New York strip for the shed. We already cut it up because the first take didn't work, but you can see the doneness is good, the texture was good. One little tip I'll give you on these New York strips is they seem to cook a little faster than your ribeyes because all the marbling and all that, which I want to thank Hassell Cattle Company for supplying the awesome steaks. Gunther Wilhelm for the awesome knives, and Brad at the shed. Hope to see y'all there. If you ain't scared, show up.